Oh, sorry. I was reading the chat and like, what? I was trying to figure out what the heck y'all were talking about. Now I see what y'all were talking about. Okay. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Friday stream show thing here on the Doesn't Have to Make Sense channel. I was messing with cords and stuff and looking up new ring lights because mine is dying, I guess. You'll see. It'll be getting brighter and dimmer off and on for no reason. All stream, I guess, because it did it the other day when I was doing the podcast, so it's really funny. So, hi guys. Hi. It's Friday. I'm really tired. Slightly cranky. But I've got beer, so we'll see how tonight goes. Of course, I do want to go ahead and shout out the podcast like I did already, but the Now You Made It Awkward podcast new episode went up this morning and for some reason has next to no views. Makes me wonder if they're slightly shadow banning it because of the title. It's nothing crazy, but you know, YouTube does shit like that, and then it won't even tell you. Either way, let's do roll call real quick here. So let's see: Christine, Nick, hi Nick, Jay, Trisha. Nick has a new video. Yes, I saw that, and we'll be watching it. Denise is here. Laura, who apparently was sick and taking meds. That's not fun. Laura 2, what's going on? And let's see, I saw other names in here. Give me a second. I'm too old for UTIs. That's terrible. Okay, Val Prime. There's Val Prime. Okay, I knew there were other names in here somewhere. Still don't know where good old John Tucker is. Gotta wonder where he's been. Yes, it was a pretty wet week. A lot of rain this week down here, but significantly cooler weather, and I guess it's actually getting even cooler from here on out. It's supposed to be like 65 degrees or something on Monday. That will be wonderful. Let's see here. Got your hand caught between two railroad ties trying to get a shorter one out. Ah, dude. Yeah, we haven't seen Joyce in a little while either. I don't have a good way to like get a hold of any of these people, realistically. You almost saw a wreck in front of you this morning. I saw lots of crazy traffic this morning. And at one point, one of the many work vehicles I've had to bounce around in this week had bad brakes. Not great when the road is wet. Short week. Yeah, it was a short week, and my week was really stupid, but I went over that. On the Patreon, we did a Patreon call Wednesday. Oops, I didn't mean to back out of there. Make sure y'all hit that like button, by the way. See 10 people in chat, only 5 likes, and one of those was me, who isn't even watching right now. That's right. So, yeah. That's funny. That is funny. Speaking of beer. Mm. Yup, that's potent. I'll be tipsy by the end of the night. Don't worry about that. So yeah, work really kicked my butt. Everything hurts. It's just been. I hate chaos, guys. I like things to be fairly well regimented. I have room for adjustability, a little bit of, leeway here and there with things, but I mostly like things to kind of go normal. This week was anything but. Every single day was chaos, and I hate it. John has a fiance, or had. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. I hope he's okay, and he's just been busy. You know, have no idea. Also, yes, I see you got a haircut there, Nick. I saw your comment there. Laura, I can't talk about what I do. Unfortunately, I can talk about it in vague terms. Because if I tell you what I do on the internet, not what I do on the internet, if I tell you on the internet what I do in real life, I can lose my job. So I don't talk about it. Haunted, yes. Or at least the light is haunted, or at least possessed by something that doesn't seem to understand how electricity works. So you guys will see the light get, dimmer and brighter as we go. Not this one. This is me putting my hand in front of it. Okay. Middle lane on the highway, two cars, one near side me, side past me at the exact same time, almost sideswiped each other. Oh, I seen that. Ever tell you guys about the time I had idiots pass me? So it's a 2-lane highway. No passing because it's on a hill. Like, you cannot see. So it's a no passing lane. I'm going the direction I'm going. I see a car behind me really, really wanting to pass. So he goes to pass me. He's right beside me when I realize there's a car trying to pass him on the shoulder. This is a 2-lane highway with shoulders on either side. And now I have 2 cars attempting to pass each other to my left, and there's a truck coming in the distance. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen in my entire life. This is true. This is true. I'm going to probably have to delete that entire rant that it was just you and me at the end there, Denise. Now, I guess it'll be on the Patreon. Speaking of which, Patreon calls do get put up in a podcast form on Saturday mornings. So that'll be fine. Not you, Laura. The other Laura. So should it be other Laura? I was joking. So is it Laura 2 or is it other Laura? Should we decide this now real quick before we pop over to the main thing? Mm. 16.5% alcohol. Like I said, I'm going to be feeling good later. Lori? I guess. You can be Lori. It's just weird because your name is Laura. Sorry. Okay. No, we're not doing letters because that's silly. Because you don't have a last name letter there, Laura. Also, my sister-in-law's name is Lori, but she spells it Lori. Just don't call you late for dinner. Fine, we won't. Okay, let me pop over to the thing. Almost hit the wrong button. So, like, for those who don't know, I use my Stream Deck over here to run all the things, but I use the same Stream Deck for doing the podcast. So if you do watch the podcast and you see the video part where the cameras are switching, same thing as doing that, but with different buttons. So, like, I have to remember to be on the right screen, or else nothing's going to function properly. Used to typing Laura 1 and Laura 2 now. Well, I think it's only fair if you just say Laura in Laura 2. We don't have to add a 1 to the original Laura. That doesn't seem fair. You don't adjust the original one. I mean, the only time we kind of did that was for Val. But, like, other Val is not really around that much. don't remember. It's been a long time since last week. Oh, God, I want to sleep better tonight. Which I might not, but we'll see. I woke up hurting a lot, and I can't wait to get to my chiropractor on Monday morning. Oh, that'll be so nice. It's been 2 weeks, and this past 2 weeks have been brutal. You just lose Laura. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, you say Laura, we know who you're talking to, or possibly you're having a little mental slip. I don't know. UTIs are weird. All right, guys. So I do want to get started tonight with something a bit different. It's something that is of very big importance to the GunTube world. This creator named Paul Harrell unfortunately passed away very, very recently. And he's a very old school YouTuber. He actually kind of influenced a lot of modern gun tubers to do the things they do. And he was diagnosed with cancer, I forget how many months ago or last year. And he'll cover it. And unfortunately, he did pass away. But before doing so, he created this video to... one last video to the fans, I guess. So, yeah. So we're going to check it out. So this is Paul Harrell. I'm Dead.
Hi, everyone. Let me get right to the point. As I'm recording this today, it is 20 December 2023. And I'm recording this and giving Brad instructions to publish it upon my death. So if you're watching me, I'm dead. Now, a few months ago, I sat right here on this log and told you I'd been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and I told you we'd caught it early and that we were still going to be here for some time. Well, we did catch it early, but not as early as I had thought, and it has spread faster than I thought it would. You may have seen me recently using this crutch. When I told you I broke my hip, well, I did break my hip, but it wasn't because I was in any kind of accident. It was because the cancer spread to my bones, and the bones just crumbled and my hip fractured and I fell down. No, I didn't fall down and fracture it. I fractured and then fell down. And my time is drawing very short. So there's some things I have to ask of you. One, for everyone who is a Patreon supporter, thank you. But don't immediately turn off your Patreon support. We have hopes that a couple of the crew, primarily my brother, are going to continue making content on this channel.
Hey, Deb.
So if you haven't heard from us by next month, yes, then cancel your Patreon support. But we have hope that the channel will continue. Two.
So a little bit of background. As his health was waning, his brother was already starting to take over making content. He was already assisting him, so basically just being more on screen while Paul's health was declining. And also, like, tiny bit of context, anytime he's, like, talking just to camera, not doing a true video, like, showing you how to use guns properly or sight things in or telling you about ammo and stuff like that, this is the log he sits on to address the camera, so.
People pirate other people's material in this format, and now that I'm dead, I'm not going to be able to do much about it, and I'm sure people will pirate my material. Please, don't put money into the pockets of thieves. If you're going to watch anything I'm doing, make sure you watch it on my channel.
Yeah, like that, guys. Yeah.
And three, if you've been around a while, you know that there have been people who have taken it upon themselves to lie about.
So yes, I'm not stealing this. I am showing it to you guys, but, by all means, feel free to go watch the original. I think it's got something like, 4.9 million views since September 3rd. 3 days.
Me and denigrate my character. That Caleb guy being the biggest offender of it, but there's been others. And I've had to make some rebuttal videos and so forth. Yeah, not going to be around to do that, and I'm sure that people will take this opportunity to denigrate my character. So I would hope by now that you know me well enough to know what you should or shouldn't believe. And don't just believe whatever nonsense people tell you. Okay, now with that, there's a couple other things I want to say as well. And that is, to everyone who has watched, hit the like or dislike icon, commented, shared, subscribed, and donated on Patreon, thank you. All of those things support the channel greatly, and I can't even begin to articulate how beneficial and appreciated those things are. I also would want to say that my goal in doing all of this was, yes, to have fun, do some things that were fun, but primarily to put out useful information, or if not useful, at least interesting information. And what
Okay, I like how y'all are talking about drama that I can't pay attention to right now.
I really hope is that as you're watching me, you've seen some things that have made you say, oh, I get it, okay. Things that have made you change something you did in such a way that has helped you. I would really hope that seeing the reviews we've done of things have saved you some money and kept you from buying things that probably wouldn't have been a good fit for you. And if those things have happened, then we've met our goal. The final thing I would want to say is my sincere apologies. I had hoped that I would continue in this format for the next 10 or even 15 years. And even once I was diagnosed, I had hoped that we'd be here 2 or 3 more years, and it's turned out to be only a few more months. And my apologies for that. It really makes me feel like I've let everybody down. So, there's not much more to say than that.
So, for anybody who isn't paying attention to what he just said, he's apologizing to the fans for dying. Like, that's a big deal. Like, this guy loved what he did, and he wanted to keep on doing it. And then this horrible disease comes in and takes him out. What's something that should have been survivable but difficult became something so advanced so quickly that, you know, he just couldn't keep going, even to the point he couldn't walk right because his hip just fell apart, you know? So this guy cares so much about his people that he apologizes for dying. Think about that. Think about the integrity of this guy.
So, I guess the final line, I have not really rehearsed this, is I'm really glad to have had this opportunity to do all of the stuff that we've done. I really hope that it's been helpful. I really appreciate you watching, commenting, and participating. And I have probably very few regrets in what we've done here. And I think we've been, for the most part, successful. I hope you agree. So, as always, don't try this at home. And thanks for watching. I am heartbroken.
That shit's funny. Yeah, right. Don't try this at home. Yeah, nobody's gonna try pancreatic cancer, Paul. Don't worry about it.
To announce that what you heard is true. Paul Harrell has passed away. It was his wish that I maintain his legacy through this channel by continuing to put out high-quality educational content with the flair we all know and love from him. I ask that you give the crew and myself some time to process the death of my brother and find the best way to honor his memory. I thank everyone in advance for your patience and understanding, and we will get channel updates as we move through this together. I would ask everyone to keep any personal politics or religious beliefs out of any postings regarding Paul on any of our social media. In keeping with Paul's mystery, I cannot tell you what his beliefs were or where he ended up. All I can tell you is that he is now where a man belongs and will remain an inspiration to us all. Thank you.
Some of you know.
So even though he was like reading a little bit of a script there, he's starting to break up there at the end. So that's his brother. That's the one who's going to be taking over the content. No, he's a gun tuber, Laura. Educating people on how to use guns, about guns, reviewing ammo, guns, showing you shooting techniques, things like that. Yeah.
Me, but many of you don't. My name is Brad Nelson, and I've been Paul's editor slash post-production guy slash manager for many years now, ever since his channel was very small. I had the great privilege of having Paul in my life and having him as a friend. He's a very generous and kind guy, and he told the best campfire stories. He's positively influenced many people's lives, including my own, and I'm very grateful for that. We are going to be continuing his legacy by uploading videos on this channel eventually, and continuing to educate people the way that Paul did.
I just thought it was important.
But you can continue his legacy as well by sharing your knowledge with other people and your enthusiasm for firearms and the outdoors, and just by being curious and striving to learn new things like Paul did. Thank you for all the support that you've given Paul and the rest of us over all these years.
And by the way, like, something else that came about of this was that the other, like, big gun tubers, like Brandon Herrera, Kentucky Ballistics, all the guys, one of Paul's biggest dreams was to hit 1 million subscribers before he died, and they did actually manage it. So that's pretty cool, that he meant enough to within the community that, everybody rallied around him ever since his announcement. And a little bit of reference here in his brother's thing. You see the Pop-Tarts here? That's legitimately, like, I think a 25-year-old pack of Pop-Tarts. And I don't know the whole story. I just saw a reference to it that he actually eats like a really old Pop-Tart on camera. So I'm gonna have to check that out. I'll go back through his stuff on my own time. So either way, yeah, there is no Matt Mitchell outside of college football this week. So unfortunately, no comedy. We're just starting out on a sad note because I want to be sad. Damn it, I want to be sad. Also, fun thing, I added on a new thing to my Firefox that actually returns the dislike button, so I can actually see how many dislikes there are, which is pretty interesting if I'm honest. And then also I added in a new thing that tells me where sponsored content or sponsor segments are, so I can skip past them. It's kind of cool, actually. All right, so let's shift gears, and Malinda has a new song. I knew she was putting out new stuff. I'm glad to see that something's coming out here, though I have no idea. This is a lyric video, but a lot of her lyric videos have been just music videos, flat out, with just some lyrics on screen. So this is Forgive Me for Falling in Love. False Fall, that was a little while ago. I'm pretty sure I did watch it. I usually watch his shorts in my own time. It's the big videos I skip over. All right, hold on. Since now we're going into music, I have no idea where my volume is set.
I try to unpack it, my thoughts moving slow, all the doubts creeping in, all the things I don't know. I pour water and oil, and the flames start to rise. How could I be naive when it's us on the line? But you hold me with all that you have, and tell me you'll never look back. This is the promise I can make, to want you then want it all more. Each sweet mistake, if hurt people, I hope I'm healed enough, and hopefully one day instinct? Is there something wrong? Am I broken or weak? If we had one, would I trust the world to hold her?
I will say this is ridiculously cinematic. It's also no 50 frames per second. I wasn't sure what kind of song we were gonna have with this, to be honest. Nope, no upbeat crazy song this week. Sorry. We'll have them, or they're all gonna be dark and sad. I don't know. I don't know every song that is getting played today. We got Jared Holly doing a sing-along later. That'll make you feel better. I cry and I grieve all the ways I could fail her. Okay.
Cry and I grieve all the ways I could fail her, but you hold me with all that you have, and I never wanna look back. This is the promise I can make, to want you then want it all more.
Is it the updated one?
Sweet mistake. If hurt people, I hope I'm healed enough. And hopefully one day you'll forgive me for falling in love. We go through the questions, we've exhausted the list.
I also want to point out something that's funny about Malinda. No matter like how cute she dresses, like it can, what this really, I don't even know how to describe this dress, but still wears like the big hefty boots like everywhere. It's funny. It's like, get some flip flops, woman.
I look out the window at the world sitting still. It was then that I knew there's no fear I can't calm, no question unanswered, no hurt I can't heal. Next to you is
I guess. It looks very wedding dressy. It definitely feels like a wedding song. And it's also it's actually a hopeful song because it's talking about getting better, you know?
So I'll hold you with all that I have and promise to never look back.
I want to know who's shooting this because it looks awesome. Also, this is how Colm should be shooting his music videos. Turn off that 50 frames per second nonsense and do 30 or 24. Most people don't care about anything above 30. In fact, we're streaming at 30 tonight. I'm not even doing 60.
That timing was hysterical.
Bomb. I wonder if it's her girlfriend who was filming. Patrons. No details about the video. Okay. I played this for my lizard a few days before he passed. Okay. Sorry, your lizard passed. That's funny. I'm just glad she's back to making music again. You know, she took a bit of a break or was just kind of gone for a long time doing a tour. I think she's going back on tour again. I love this. 1,400 thumbs up. Only 3 thumbs down. I don't know what losers are doing thumbs down on a Malinda video. How dare they? Also, I'm glad that she went back and dyed her hair again. It was getting a little too much. Okay. How about some Beatles? If Beatles a bit more upbeat, we got some Josh Turner doing Beatles. Is this okay? Also, how do we get more Beatles again this week? Didn't we do like at least one Beatles song last week, and I was bitchy about it a little bit? All right, Strawberry Fields Forever, the Beatles fingerstyle guitar lesson. Lesson? Never mind. I didn't realize this was a lesson. My bad. Hold on. I was like, sorry. Just realized it was 47 minutes long. Here we go. I missed this one last week. We'll do that instead. Also, kind of cool he does guitar lessons. Never mind. Whatever this is. Waiting for a train, flash in the pan. Josh Turner gets over. Oh, sorry. All right, good. More upbeat already.
I wonder why it's getting cold at night. I must be getting old.
Yeah, this feels like your style, Nick.
Looks like I'm gonna have to wait a while. What the hell, I'm bored. What's that there on the railway line? Looks like my old brown shoe. It ain't mine, mister. How's that for last? Not even. How'd you do?
Okay, I'm loving the editing. But what I'm not loving is the shirt that makes him look like a little kid.
I wonder what's cooking at the house tonight. Stew and beans. Tune that station, turn that dial. Have another dream. Ain't it stupid how some people stare, not even, how'd you do? What's that, mister? Nah. I'm just the same as you.
Like, this angle right here makes him look like he's got a giant head and a tiny body. Like, what? It's funny. No, seriously, yeah. Absolutely born in the wrong century and decade.
Running down the main line. Waiting for a train.
There's somebody sitting at the drums behind him. Hold on. I don't know if somebody like keeping a... Yeah. Is there? Or maybe a... Oh, that's not an arm. It looks like an arm, but it's not. That's the top of the cymbal and then that little pad sitting there. Okay, it looks like an arm sitting on the thing. I don't know if you guys can see this. This looks like an arm right here. So I was like, what? Also, I don't know this song, but it sounds like it's somewhere in the late 70s. Like it's wanting to push into the 80s. At least that's my feeling. I have no idea. Just the way the synth and the bass sound, it feels like it's coming out of disco, but moving into like the heavier synthy stuff of the 80s. I'm enjoying it for whatever the heck it is. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm enjoying it. It's got a nice vibe, and with the yellows and reds just keeping everything kind of vibrant. I likes it. Plus, he has a Dune book back here behind his head. It's right back here on the shelf.
Waiting for a train.
just like the vibe. Like, if you took out just the singing and you just put this just constantly playing for a while in the background, it's just got a nice little groove. That's the word I'm looking for. It's got a groove to it. He's very, very talented, yes. And like I said, he's been, what was it? We discovered he's been on YouTube for like 14 years, which I feel is like more than half his life. Oh, look, we needed a vibe change, okay? And I think it did it. I think it definitely did it. Yeah, super groovy. And look, he's doing stuff not a lot of young people are doing, and he's doing it really well. So always going to give him a chance. Why do you guys have to push the Funicorn? Oh, couldn't see it. It was in the dark. Can't you just let me get it on my own? Like, you don't have to, like, be like, where's the fucking unicorn? I was like, there's the fucking Funicorn right there. I would just get it on my own. I couldn't see it, though. It was legit, like, kind of, like, in the darkness here. Sorry, the alcohol's hitting me a little bit, and I can feel how tired my body actually is. Oh, yeah. A little bit, actually. I would have never have thought that, but yeah, I agree. Yep. Maybe. When's the last time I yelled at you for not reminding me to do the Funicorn? Worst case scenario, I remember as we're leaving, and I pull it out. I pull out the unicorn. Excuse me. Also, yes, I did see the news that Linkin Park has finally chosen a new singer, and it's female, and apparently people are losing their fucking minds over it. I'm just like, is she good, though? I mean, like, replacing Chester... Sorry, I'm using the wrong word. They did not replace Chester, technically. Chester died. You have a new person singing. It's like, I hate that word when they say replacing. Somebody said it that way. It's like, oh, we're just throwing away Chester's existence. It's like, he's been dead for years. I don't know who's been filling in otherwise. But, okay, we got a new singer and continuing the Linkin Park legacy. It's not the first band to move on without a lead singer. Yes, a girl. It's a girl. She's from another group. Something Sarah? Saving Sarah? Something like that. I forget. I don't know. I haven't heard any of the new stuff yet, but I did see a live video from like her first performance. Look, if she can scream and or sing anywhere near the level of Chester, I don't know why people would be pissed. I mean, I can understand, but it's not like what happened with a certain a cappella country group. It's he fucking died. Well, died. I can't say what actually happened because YouTube rules. But, you know. But that was years ago. Band needs to move on. People are like, why didn't they change the name? I was like, at this point, the band hasn't been around, or band's been around so long. Why would they change the name? And also, why change the name just because you added a new member? It's like, that's a stupid thing. It's like, the band existed before Chester. Chester was great and amazing. Technically made the band, a lot of people are saying. But then, okay, he passes away, and they move on without him for a while, but they still need someone to do his part. They finally got someone. Jeez, get over it, people. Like, some people are legit losing their minds. They don't like change. Either way, let's do something else. Sorry, I just saw it over here in the corner. That's what reminded me of it. But in the irony of what I just was talking about, and Emily's covering Good Riddance, Time of Your Life from Green Day. I'm not entirely certain I've ever heard a female do this song, but I'm also interested to see if she like nails the acoustic guitar part. She's pretty good in her own right. Look, I try to give Emily as many views as possible at this point. She's still young in the game. A lot of subscribers, but still not a lot of eyes on her. And I think she's getting better over time, which is good. Wait, who's playing in the top corner? Simon Tompkins. Okay. This is loud.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go.
By the way, we're doing something slightly new tonight. We have 2 AI songs tonight.
So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
I like how she's making it more folksy.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
Yeah, but how long did Queen perform before getting Adam Lambert, you know? 2024 has felt like a movie. Yes, very much so. Hey, I only found out about Vince Gill with the Eagles from you guys. I had no idea, or else I would have been checking that out. Not on stream, mind you, because it's the Eagles and they won't allow anyone to react to their stuff because they're dickheads. Also, since we were talking about vibes earlier, this actually gives different vibes to the original Green Day one. I don't know why, but it sounds more quote-unquote Southern, I guess. You know, a little bit more folksy, a little more country sounding, and I digs it more than the original. Also, I still remember, because the original song effectively debuted at the final episode of Seinfeld, right? I'm pretty sure. Because it was at the montage over the end was when the song played, and I think the next day it was on the radio. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's how events went.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. Well, I hope you have the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
There it is. Okay, I was like, look back at the camera. There it is. Okay. I was like, is she going to just finish staring at the guitar? I was like, I know you know better. The only thing is, like, I hope she doesn't have, like, some, like, cruel mother manager, like, beating, like, all the, like, nonsense into her, you know, like, pageant moms. Like, you're going to be the music mom, you know, just because she, like, the way she engages the camera, all this other kind of stuff is, like, very rehearsed and like well done. So it's like I hope like there's nobody like being a shithead in the background to make that happen. You know what I mean? When a young person is that good at being on camera, I worry sometimes, you know. 2023 wasn't great. This one has just been, well, like I mentioned earlier, chaos. It's like somebody just said, hey, let's just throw reality into a fucking Yahtzee cup and we'll see what the hell comes out. I'm pretty sure it's just it's the simulation was broken. The 2016 broke the simulation, and they haven't been able to get the code right since. That's the problem. Okay. This is a different one. I know it's not really a big deal on y'all's end because you'd probably be singing along anyways, but Jared's doing Sweet Caroline as an aka karaoke. So he's going to be singing it, and I'm assuming there'll be words on the screen. So some would call that a lyric video, but in this case, karaoke. Look, I'm not going to get into it here. We do that on the podcast. We do that on the Patreon and the podcast sometimes. And given the horrible events that took place this year or this week, this year, but this week in Georgia, definitely got stuff to talk about next week. Holy balls! All right, let's just watch Sweet Caroline from Jared. I assume Laura's gonna sing along. Oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, you're supposed to sing. Look, we're just doing weird shit tonight. So you're supposed to sing the words. I'm not going to sing the words. You sing along wherever you are. I thought he was going to sing. Wait, was there a version of this where he sang it? Hold on. I want to check something. It is weird because I've never seen him do these. This is interesting. Does he have one where he sang along? No? Weird. Okay. Look, we're just going to listen to him do the music. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I think so. Actually, I just want to see how he does just with the instrumentals. This will be interesting. Okay, hold on. Back up. I'm not singing. Y'all don't want to hear me sing. I'll sing with it muted. But also, I don't know the cadence. Okay. I gotta see what weird Jared's doing in the bottom there. I kind of like just chilling to the music. I don't know how this is just gonna be a weird night. I'm sorry. Also, it's weird not having a Jared in the middle singing. It's a weird night. I didn't know. I almost feel like there's like an option where I can turn the singing back on. I will say it's unique. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else do this. Sorry if you were singing and I interrupted. Hello, love. Sorry, we're having a very weird night tonight. I clicked on a video that was actually a guitar tutorial, not a guy playing the song. And I just clicked on what I thought was going to be a dude singing with the words on the screen. Nope, it's actually a straight up karaoke. He's not singing. We're supposed to sing. Oh. Yeah, but I don't know how the song goes, and I'm not going to sing on stream. I sing in the car when the music's really loud.
Yeah, that's the best time.
You could sing.
No, I cannot sing.
It's Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
Everybody only knows the one part, right? The bop, bop, bop part. Right, Nick? There you go, Nick. You should do it. Oh, Nick, that's your next video. Hold on, sorry. Nick makes music. Nick, do it. Do this. Pull up Jared's video and you sing along. That'll be your next video. Do it. That'd be fun. Everybody saying hi.
All right, well,
You're not going to bed.
I'm just going to go lay down.
No, you're not. Don't go lay down.
Why?
Oh.
I'm just going to turn off
I think I need a new light. Is that doing Morse code? What is going on?
That's weird.
Okay.
You said the other day you came home and it was on.
Yeah, the other morning it was on. Okay, during the podcast? Because part of me is thinking it's the remote is shorting out, causing the light to go crazy. But I put the remote in the drawer, and the light still went nuts. So either the control board
I
of...
think your room is haunted.
No, I think either the control board is broken, or the plug where it's plugged in is shitty. Hold on. Well, you just gave me the idea, Denise. So now, anyways, so yeah, about the light. I think I need to get a new one. Or you could help me out real quick. Can you go? So there's two knobs on it. The one that's closest to you, turn it ever so slightly to the brighter direction. That right there. Because it only really seems to do it when it's on the dimmest setting. Like it's almost like it's struggling to stay dim because it only really ever gets brighter and then goes right back.
Yeah.
So it could be an electricity problem or it could be that it's a piece of shit. But it wasn't a piece of shit because it wasn't cheap.
Alright, well,
I do love you. And also, Denise says it's time for you to do another story time stream. She doesn't have any good stories. That's why she hasn't done it again. You only told one story that entire night. You're supposed to be like donating for old Jessica stories.
when I broke my leg.
I think it was either when you broke your leg or the Mexico story when you all had to cross the border with all that stuff in the car. A bunch of high guys. I don't remember.
That didn't sound right. It wasn't a bunch of stuff in the car.
What was it? They were high as shit. You were high. What was the deal? Y'all went to Mexico, did a bunch of stuff, and came back. What was the deal with that Mexico trip? I forgot the story.
We got pulled over by the Mexican army.
By the Mexican army.
Yeah, and we had to give them like our alcohol and stuff. because
Okay.
We didn't have cash.
I thought you had issues getting back across the border.
No, this was like deep in Mexico.
What was it weird because you were the white girl in the car and everybody else was Mexican?
I was in the front seat, and you
That's
had a
right.
blonde-headed girl sitting in the front seat.
The adopting twins story. What was that?
The license plate said Texas too, so.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait. Adopting twins story? I don't remember that. Was it a friend of hers that adopted twins?
I do have a friend that adopted twins.
I don't remember this. Turtle story? Apparently he's told more stories than I remember. What turtle story? A story about a turtle. It was mixed. The twin story was mixed in with the turtle story. Do you have any idea what she's talking about? Trisha says you need to come on for a trivia night, which you should do. Adopting a turtle. Okay, these weren't stories. These were things she wanted to do. Okay, these aren't stories.
I could adopt a turtle. That would be fun.
Yeah, well, you were talking about wanting to get twins, or if we had twins, and then something about you coming in and you said you wanted a turtle, and you were gonna sea turtle, the sea turtles. That's what it was.
Yeah, I want to adopt a sea turtle.
Adopting a sea turtle.
Yeah, they track it, and you can watch where your sea turtle goes.
These are stories. I think you're just thinking they were stories, D. We call her D now to make it weird.
Right.
Clean up your mess. Do it. No, she can't spend money on funding a sea turtle. They turned into stories, did they? Okay. Either way, guys, you have no idea what's happening. Some of these things were on stream and some of these things were on Patreon. So it's not really fair. This is also why if you're on the Patreon, you need to make sure you rewatch the Patreon podcasts because you have no idea some of the stuff you're missing by not being there. All right, either way, let's finish up this Jared thing. Derail. I don't even know how the song goes. I couldn't sing that. Yeah, Jay. Sing louder. I'm watching dancing, Jared. By the way, I love the fact that the ba 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 is not in the words, but people think it is just because they want to sing the ba 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 part. It's just funny. Yeah, seriously, anybody coming in now has no clue what's going on. Oh, we've been here the whole time. We have no clue what's going on. I will say his percussion is getting like really good. Don't bring up the automatones. Don't bring it up. Sorry, I'm just popping my peas a lot. I assume it just means 3 claps. I think sometimes I need to investigate videos before playing them from now on. Yeah, well, Will has been gone longer than he was here, unfortunately. You know what? Getting Parkinson's from... Okay. Interesting. That's the first I've remotely heard of anything like that. Hey, look. Look, guys. It's Nick. And I'm pretty sure I told you to get a haircut last video, and you did. Look at you. Hey, look, no dislikes. Excellent. Okay, this came out a day ago. I think I saw it was coming, but obviously we don't watch things ahead of time around here. That's a fair point, Christine. That's a fair point. Also, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Yeah, be like me and click that like button on Nick's video. Okay. Also, make sure you're going to check out any of these videos on the actual channels they exist. Please. By being exposed to the dust from electronics contains a chemical. Gotta wonder. I'm not about to be like the next Alex Jones out here talking about electronic dust. Though, considering like the questionable stuff I breathe in at work, gotta wonder what kind of diseases I'm currently working on. I already have nerve issues. Okay, so let's see here. Jason Wade, After the Deluge. I don't know if I know this song, but Nick's going to cover it for us. So let's see. Sounds familiar. Oh, I should probably pay attention to that splash screen. Dang it. I'm trying to... Need to leave it on screen a little bit longer, bud. New uploads on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. PST. Okay. There you go. There's all of Nick's stuff. Also, maybe don't put it in cursive. Just some people can't read cursive. Just saying. Also, I see your logo over here, and I just want the A. I want an A to be in front of that because it looks like an incomplete word. Get a little more stylistic with it. Cursive is pretty, but most people can't read it in this day and age. Especially when you're trying to type it out onto the internets. Can't really type in cursive. Well, the computer can. Yeah, I would say leave any cards on the page a little bit longer. I get why you're trying to get it between the beats and then right before you start singing, but like maybe space it a little bit different and maybe do a little slight fade to it. Maybe. I would also say, and this bothers me a little bit, Nick. I know you have the like one where you're kind of lip syncing along. In this case, when you're on the guitar, I would say just include like the video track of you actually singing, even if it's cut, because you're already doing a lot of cuts between instruments. Just include the part where you're actually singing it. That way, it doesn't look as weird.
Back online. It's not coming from a pill. No casting pearls before the swine. As the suits drown in the swell. I
think I just... I was gonna say there's a big lighting change there. It's like I wasn't sure if I saw it. A little pop there. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Sorry. Oh, that was weird. I swear to God, the first time I listened to it, there was a pop, and then there wasn't. So I don't know where it went. Okay. keep staring at the door stopper. I can't help it.
It's been a while for the books. I'm sure they're gonna rewrite again. They don't have your health, but you still have your looks. You traded in for some thicker skin.
I think he did either that or he's just sitting there waiting for the video to be over. I'm not sure. He did disappear like right before the video. Your cat just fell out of your lap. Okay. I had a thought right before all that, and I lost it with the two random thoughts. Let's see. There he is. Sorry, one thing I'm paying attention to is your framing keeps changing between instruments. Just something I notice. Look, I do a lot of video editing, so I notice when things shift.
Now the rain's getting low, and the storms have fell. After the deluge, are you gonna stick around and see some? Now the rain.
The main reason I can tell like something's a little bit different, the flag changes position and this thing changes position, but it's mostly when you're
Is giving up, and the rain.
this one where it zooms out a bit. So I assume that for the most part the camera's in the same spot and you're zooming in and out a little bit, but because the base is so damn big and you have to change your framing slightly, you have to change your zoom a little bit. That's just my assumption. Because for the most part, your framing seems to be the same on your other two videos. Her claws drew blood. That sucks. That does suck. That's why I don't miss having a cat.
Is giving up.
So I don't have any critiques of the performance. My critique is mostly on your videos stuff. Well, and I would say record yourself singing properly and add that to the mix so that, you know, it looks more like you're truly singing it in the moment, because you are. And try to stay a little bit more consistent with the actual framing of your videos, especially if it's all in the same spot, because you can tell when the flag is getting bigger and smaller and bigger and smaller, bigger and smaller, and then the door stopper is, you know, moving. The cat? I assume the cat was just like slipped out of your lap and tried to grab your leg on the way down. I don't assume there's a problem with the cat. I assume it's just cat fell out of lap. Well, you shouldn't be sitting there in a Speedo. It's a little bit weird. You leave your legs completely open. The cat can just claw away at things, unfortunately. Is this something? Slap bass versus slap guitar. Interesting. Okay. Either way, good job, Nick. I would just say work on the video editing and include, like the little bit of the video editing stuff. Oh, and leave any title cards on the screen a little bit longer so people can read them. If you're actually intending on them to see the information that's there, leave it a little bit longer. And that's something I had to work on for myself, because there was a base length of how long any image would stay on there. Like, so I insert an image, go away, and then I just do other stuff. And it's not until later I realize, oh, that is on the screen for like a full 5 seconds. It's like, and that's an eternity when you're doing like a montage. But if it's something you need people to see details on, you might want to leave it on screen just a little bit longer. Just saying. Well, first of all, for you guys, the door stopper is like a dot. For me, it's like a donut on the screen. Yeah, 50 frames per second doesn't look bad for you guys because it's on a tiny screen. Watch it on a full-size screen. It makes a difference. Just saying. Also, because I turn off the 50 frames per second, everything looks great to you guys. It's like it's 50 frames per second. I turn it off. Okay, that was a power surge. Likely the AC came on because I felt like all the lights blinked in here. Ah, damn it, woman. 50 frames per second. No, Mo, you say it ain't so. Okay. Why? Why are people doing 50 frames per second? It's even dumber. It's even dumber. Just keep it at 24 or 30. Or 60 if you really want it to be in HD. Either way, okay. I know you guys see that. Maybe I'm just going to plug it in somewhere different and see if it gets any better. Because, you know, it could be that that plug is a little overloaded. I generally don't like it when there's like weird. Also, I will say that the way this apartment is wired is not very intelligent. Probably not entirely up to code, if I had to guess, because the main power for this bedroom runs through the light switch in the bathroom. That's not supposed to be a thing, but that's how they wired it. Yeah. Well, as far as I can tell, the other lights aren't blinking, right? It's only that one. I mean, I do have a lot of lights going on in here. Maybe I should probably turn off some of them. Maybe that'll help. Oop, wrong button. There. Nope. Oh, it just... I'm dumb. Okay. It's not an upload speed. It's the resolution. All right. Either way. Oh, sorry. This is from Black Myth Wukong, which I suppose... So I think it's a new game based on Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. And a lot of people are putting out stuff about it because it just came out and people are losing their minds, apparently. Sorry, hold on. I'm going to back up just a little bit. I'm going to turn it off of HD and show you all. Okay, I can't tell if the background behind her is real or CG. Yeah. Well, like tonight, things might look even more different on y'all's end because normally I have the camera set to 60 frames and I have the stream set to 60 frames going out to y'all, but I have it set on 30 tonight. So things probably look slightly different. I wanted to see if it would change anything. Also, I'm upscaling my resolution from 720 to 1080. So for the podcast, I do true 1080, but for this, I do 720 upscaled to 1080. Okay. I think that proved that she's on a blue screen. Okay, seriously, nothing's going... I hate this stupid light. It's annoying me. I'm ready for it. Yeah. I'm getting tired of it, guys. It's a really cool song, though, by the way. All right, so I'm going to bump it back up. All right, so one reason I wanted to point it out is there's a weird motion. I don't want to say motion sickness. So what they're doing for some of this video, let me find it, like here. Okay, hold on. I know what it was. The background moving. Okay, so here. So the camera is panning across this background, whatever it is. And the weird thing is it's stuttering just a little bit, but whenever it gets to her, everything is crystal clear except for her hands that are moving, but we are zooming in, which leads me to believe that this is done in the edit. It's a single shot done, whatever, and they're just punching in and out. But like, it's not the camera actually doing the action. I could be wrong, but like, I think that's part of it. Why 50? So whenever there's like movement with 50 frames per second, that's when it starts looking funny. If you don't watch her, like, she looks kind of normal, just real high def. You see everything crystal clear. If you watch the slow moving, not real candles in the background, they don't quite look right. There's something funky about the movement, not just that they're not real. There's something with the way that 50 frames handles like slow movement that it doesn't do right. And I don't know what it is. I mean, they could also be doing a dolly zoom with a fixed focus. That's also possible, but there's no camera movement. It's just going in and out, which is a little different. Well, I like the song. I just like, obviously, whenever I like a song and then I could just try to pay attention to the video. There's just something about doing, like, I guess, not digital zoom, but in the edit, moving in and out. It just looks strange with that frame rate. I don't know why it exists. Maybe I need to look into it. But I can tell you, I don't think she's used it before this, or at least not in the videos we've seen. It's just weird. I think somebody created it and went, okay, hey, check this out. Sometimes it looks like 24 frames per second, and other times it looks like 60. The weird part is your brain doesn't like that. So, oh well. I mean, it's like I explained last time. It's like having that weird progressive scan thing. It only really becomes a problem when there's movement. It's almost like if it's a stagnant shot, it really doesn't affect it, or the subject isn't really moving. If the camera is moving, then it's not that big a deal. Like we see that with like the Combs thing, where I think, like, I'm trying to remember which way it went. that looked funky. It was either when the camera was panning across him or when it was focused on the waves. The waves I think looked normal, but when it was on him, the movement didn't work right. I don't know why. I mean, maybe, but it's also like I never use it at its brightest settings. It's always at its like mid-range settings. I mean, I've only had it for a few years. I think I bought it here, in fact. I don't remember having it at the old apartment. So, like, if it's on this setting and it starts going wonky, it could be that. But also the fact it is remote control, so it could be susceptible to some other issues. Like, maybe there's a frequency that's messing it up. I don't know if it's an IR thing. I mean, I can leave it bright and then turn my exposure down and see what happens. Hold on. I haven't messed with my setting today. So let me drop this down to there. I have it further back away from me tonight. So set that over there. It only started doing it a couple weeks ago, and that's when I noticed it was on even though I turned it off. See, the fact that it turns itself on, there, it just went dimmer for no reason. It leads me to believe there's something wrong in the control board. It's not that the LED's going off or going bad. If an LED is going bad, it wouldn't turn itself on. You know what I mean? Either that or it's really bad connection. That's not how that word is spelled. Hold on. I'm going to deal with this right now. Give me a second. I'm going to go plug it in somewhere else. Hold on. Okay, so I was actually wrong. It wasn't plugged into the quote-unquote surge protector. It was just plugged into like a multi-way, three-way plug. So it's plugged into a completely different outlet with a lot less electrical connections. Let's see. What was this? Uh-oh. Your broken keyboard. All right, so if it's stable now, we shall see. All right. Good Lord, it's 9:42 and we're not even through this night. Too many diversions. All right, Lake Street Drive, new one featuring Lawrence. Good together. Let's see. Buzzing. Okay.
This is one of several songs that we wrote for the record using Dungeons and Dragons dice.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, explain that.
What's on a Dungeons and Dragons dice? Like
There's-
G minor?
Basically, we were like doing this kind of retreat style writing in a room thing for the first time, and it resulted in a lot of long,
Well, vacuum
awkward
it out.
pauses. We wanted to just get the ball rolling or the dice rolling. So we pulled out a 20-sided die, and we decided on some a scheme for how it was all going to work. 1 through 7 are the first 7 diatonic chords.
Is a 20-sided die a dodecahedron? Is that how that? Or is it 200? No, deca is 10, right? Yeah. Isn't dodeca 20?
8 through 14 are those 7 again. And then 15 through 20 is like the relative major or minor of those. Tempo was like whatever's on the die times 10 plus 50, I believe.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then meter was like kind
That's
of
how you connect Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it was whatever's on the die times 5 over 9 plus 30.
This
Lead to some
combines
weird
like my
sums.
3 greatest loves: board games,
So they wrote their song by rolling the die and doing math to come up with their rhythm?
music, and way overcomplicated systems.
That system inherently lends itself to not coming up with concepts first. So then after that point, you come up with melody.
we kind of like didn't force ourselves, because as we were talking about earlier, like the writing in a room in one day thing is kind of like seems like an unnecessary and perhaps masochistic challenge. So
Whereas
it's-
Dungeons and Dragons challenge is just fun.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I know I'm not the first one to sweep you off your feet, but I believe we can make it. You know, back where I came from, they're coming after me. With you, I think of escaping, and if you stay by my side, I know a place we can hide with many earthly delights, and even better. We could be good together. We could be good together. Let's knock on wood together. It feels so good to be good together.
I don't know if it's right, but I know that I'm having fun
Hell yeah.
with you, baby. This might be the first good thing I've done.
We could be good together. We could be good together. Let's knock on wood together. It feels so good to be good together.
Also, it makes me wonder if we missed any Mark Broussard releases, because I think we've said it before, but we need to hear. It did it again. Now I'm starting to think it's just power surges, because I feel like the AC came on as well.
I hope you don't feel bad about how good we can be. Every sinner has a soft side.
I hope you don't feel down and out, 'cause love isn't mean. 'Cause I'll be your Mr. Nice Guy.
And if you stay by my side, I know a wrong way to be right with many
Oh, he reminds me of CeeLo Green. That's the voice I was trying to think of. I was like, what does his voice remind me of? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna get a new fucking light. Oh well. Or just work with the lights on.
and even better.
Oh, I never bothered to check to make sure it's plugged in all the way. It does have a power plug on the back. Could be a simple problem. Bad connection.
We could be good together. We could be good together. Let's knock on wood together. It feels so good to be good together. Good together. Good together. Good together. Good to be good
It's not a light bulb, Christine.
Wow.
Shout out to Sam right here
Mike
for
plays usually
the
on.
cajon in 7.
That's great.
Also, what was making the noise in the middle here? Hold on.
Good together. Good together. Good to be good together.
That. It almost sounds like a voice, but it also almost sounds like the keyboard, but it doesn't match anything he's doing. I guess it could be the guitar.
Good together.
Or it might be the sax. I'm trying to figure out what that sound is.
Good together. Good together. Good to be good together.
Wow.
Oh,
Shout out to Sam right here.
There's a synth over there. Okay, I was like, what was making that noise? Because I'm focused on his keyboard. It was the other guy on the organ. Okay, that's what it was. Also, to make sure, I took the batteries out of my remote, make sure it wasn't shorting out and like sending out signals that it's not supposed to. Because this is a really rinky-dink little remote. Whoa, hey. Go back in there. No, but seriously. Look, it's just one of those things. I was already looking at wanting to get better lights for the podcast anyways. Want to get some nice fill lights or something like that. Some LED panels, perhaps. I have no idea. The problem is this room is set up not for the things that I use it for. It's set up to be like a collection. You know, it's meant to be like a library situation. It's not meant to be streamed in. It's not meant to have a podcast filmed in it every week. So, you know, if I try to relight the room, you know, somehow in a way that will make way more sense other than using these little bitty guys, which is not a good form of lighting. Is what it is. Like I said, maybe I didn't consider it might be partially unplugged on the back. I ain't worried about it right now. But now I know it's not the remote, and I know it's not the actual plug, so it's either the control box on the light itself, or it's not plugged in all the way. It's not a bulb. It's a whole LED ring light. My old days, I did use a bulb in a fake ring light that I created because I had no money. All right, so we are very thoroughly shifting gears here. I've seen a couple of these things popping up lately, and I saw this one making it rounds, I think, on either TikTok or Reels or whatever, Shorts. And I had to. These AI music videos and songs are getting really ridiculous. It's a Star Wars Return of the Redneck. What? No. Oh, in the fan? I don't think so. I don't remember what's in the fan.
Deep in the bayou where the gators rest, Luke's wrenching on engines, doing his best. Ben rolled up slow in his beat-up ride, pulled out a saber from the passenger side, handed it to Luke with the tip of his hat. Time to rise up, boy, no looking back. Here in the bayou, the family's a twist. Vader's your daddy and your sister you've kissed. Luke's dodging gators with Yoda's advice, sipping moonshine under swampy skies. Deep in the night with the gator song, Luke's rising up where he belongs.
Oh, nice. So I'm pretty sure it's a purely AI music video. This is already so funny. There seems to be some consistency with Luke. Yoda already lost the consistency between the two different shots of him. I don't know. Is it supposed to be like the Millennium Falcon that sort of looks like a cross between a Camaro and maybe a Daytona with a Mustang emblem on the back? Yeah, the Harry Potter one. I didn't watch it, but I saw the clips of it. But this one just came out. This is Demon Flying Fox, by the way. Nice.
Yoda's in the backwoods whispering slow, teaching Luke the ways that only swamp folk know. Leia's calling shots, Han's quick with a grin. Jabba's got his eyes on the mess they're in. Luke's learning fast in the swampy night. With the saber drawn, he's ready to fight.
Why is it yellow? At least get the colors right.
Here in the bayou, the family's a twist. Vader's your daddy and your sister you've kissed. Luke's dodging gators with Yoda's advice. Sipping moonshine under swampy skies. Deep in the night with the gator song. Luke's rising up where he belongs.
Like, is that supposed to be Luke or Han? Because it looks a lot more like Luke with his hair grown out a bit. But clearly that's Chewie. But this doesn't look like the Han we just saw. Vader does need to shave. Also, Leia changed a little bit between shots. Also, that just looks like that could just be a dude wearing that, like not AI. That just looks like it is just a dude wearing one of the like Hasbro Vader masks. The rest of it is like more AI generated. I mean, it could be real people, but then you wouldn't see the faces changing. This is obviously fake.
Luke's piecing together his family's past, discovering truths that hit him fast.
That actually kind of looks like Carrie Fisher. That's not terrible.
Leia's not just a
Not
crush,
that one,
it's
no.
family ties. This redneck saga's full of surprise. With his saber drawn in the southern night, Luke's ready to stand, ready to fight. Here in the bayou, the family's a twist. Vader's your daddy and your sister you've kissed. Luke's dodging gators with Yoda's advice. Sipping moonshine under swampy skies. Deep in the night with the gator song. Luke's rising up where he belongs.
Why do they keep going back and forth between like skinny Luke and buff Luke? It's weird.
So holler loud for the swamp's own son, who faced down Vader till the war was done. From back road lanes to the stars so bright, Luke made his mark in the southern fight. A bayou Jedi, brave and true, his story's told where the skies are blue. Here in the bayou, the family's a twist. Vader
See, like that just looks like a real dude. Like that doesn't look like something trying to look like Mark Hamill. That just looks like a dude.
in the bayou, the family's a twist. Vader's your daddy and your sister you've kissed. Luke's dodging gators with Yoda's advice, sipping moonshine under swampy skies. Deep in the night with the gator song, Luke's rising up where he belongs.
Also, I want to point out that's a right-hand drive Millennium Falcon. In case anybody was paying attention. I know that's basically like AI BS numbers down there. Like, you can't really tell, at least on that tiny screen. But it almost looks like Aurebesh. Almost. Kind of funny. But these AI music videos are getting scary. The Harry Potter one is funny. Like, I just saw clips of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. But it was like, oh, that is terrifyingly close. So this demon flying fox. Oh, there's lyrics. That's funny. You killed my uncle. No, I am your uncle and your father. Excuse me. I mean, it's funny and actually not a terrible song. But it is weird that AI created the music and the music video. I mean, they probably fed it the lyrics. Or somebody probably set the prompt, said, write me a Star Wars thing from the point of view of, like, whatever. Tweaked it. Fed it into the AI singing thing. And then fed it into the whatever generated that video. That is crazy. I don't like it. It's starting to get too real. Speaking of more AI stuff. I love There I Ruined It. I love all the stuff they make. It's hilarious. And this is John Denver singing Black Sabbath's War Pigs. Okay. Let's see how close to John Denver's voice we get. Sorry, I've been drinking. Okay, Country Roads.
In the field.
Okay, so when it says he's singing War Pigs, technically he's singing War Pigs, but it's Country Roads Take Me Home. Okay. Okay, this will be interesting. Hold on. John Denver AI, rhythm guitar, noodling around, female harmony, harmony 2, harmony 3, snapping in F sharp major, tambourine, bass. Okay, interesting.
In the fields, the body's burning as the war machine just keeps right on turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed, feeble little minds. Country roads.
Oh, they went straight into Country Roads.
Take me home.
This is a mashup. They need to make sure they specify this is a mashup. It's not, because a lot of times they don't do it as a mashup. They do it as somebody singing this in their style. This is actually a mashup of the two songs. This is interesting.
It's Judgment Day. I must atone.
Okay.
Satan laughing spreads his wings. Take me home, country roads. Now in the darkness, the world it stops a turning. Ashes where their bodies burning, begging for their sins. No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. On their knees. Country roads, take me home. It's Judgment Day. I must atone. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Take me home, country roads.
Oh yeah, he's got to put all the parody stuff in there. That's funny. That is good. I completed 6 out of my 7 capture tests. Okay. He's getting so good at making these. Because I guess people are pointing out, or maybe he's doing it on his own, when songs have the same amount of the lyrics and rhythm match up between different songs, even if it's completely different genre. You're just basically changing it's like a beats or a, Jesus Christ, this light. Oh no. Okay, not clicking on that. Either way, I thoroughly enjoyed that because I like both songs. So it's like the fact they made that work, but I didn't expect them to literally go like a little bit of actual Country Roads mixed into War Pigs. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. I don't know about you guys. I want a full version. He never really does full versions. He usually cuts it off at 2 minutes, so I guess it fits into a short or whatever. Oh, but of course now I have to go see what's his face try to drum to it. That was fun. Just that was a ridiculous mashup. Okay, I'm hating this light right now. It's annoying the shit out of me. Okay. Well, damn, we got a lot. We got 4 more songs to get through. All right, we'll blast through. It's already 10 o'clock. Okay, guys. So we got Violet Orlandi doing Symphony of Destruction from Megadeth. Yes, we're going into the rock section of the world tonight. And then I guess we're technically going the opposite direction with the next one, but we'll see. All right.
take a mortal man and put him in control. Watch him become a god.
By the way, this is a massive vibe change from the original song.
Watch people's heads roll. Just like the Pied Piper led rats through the streets, we dance like marionettes, swaying to the symphony of destruction.
Okay, tonight has already been so weird. I'm just accepting this. That's not what I thought it was going to be. That's just been the theme of tonight. Well, that was not what I expected.
Acting like a robot. It's Meadow Brinkerite.
I appreciate that she's having fun with it.
You try to take its place before the head explodes. 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 Just like the Pied Piper led rats through the streets, we dance like marionettes, swaying to the symphony. Just like the Pied Piper led rats through the streets, we dance like marionettes, swaying to the symphony, swaying to the symphony of destruction.
I don't know what this style is exactly. But the funny thing is it's not like her already kind of oddball gothic style is already a little bit weird, but I feel like what she's actually doing is like this like forced performance. I can't even tell you, like maybe from like the 30s, maybe 20s or something like that, going way back, and it's like she's just on stage doing a performance, like doing this, and like just it's all fake, like the smiles and the way she's engaging with a non-existent audience, you know. It's weird. It's haunting in a weird way. By the way, I love the original song. That's why I was like, which way was she gonna go with this? Because I could easily see her doing the regular version of the song. Did not expect it to be this. And by the way, we are ending the night with Tommy doing Celine Dion. Yes. So I have one dimple there.
Earth starts to rumble. World powers fall. Hey, worry for the heavens. A peaceful man stands tall. A toy. A toy. Just like the Pied Piper led rats through the streets, we dance like marionettes, swaying to the symphony. Just like the Pied Piper led rats through the streets,
I feel like the makeup is like
of destruction.
Very specific. Something like that, yeah. Like I said, I feel like it's... Yeah, see, like how she's, like, nodding to an audience that isn't there. Like it's a forced performance. I don't think I ever noticed she has a dimple just on the one side. But, like, the really bold makeup is, like, either a black and white thing or it's a stage performance situation. I want to see what else she's wearing, though. Like, it looks like black feathers. Yeah, okay. Like a big boa, almost, or something. I want to see what else she's wearing. That was not what I expected. I didn't hate it, though. It's like that's one of those ones where it's like, I don't know how to feel exactly about that, and that's okay. Because, like, a lot of times we watch Violet and we're just like, I don't know what to do with that. And other times it's like, this was really good. I think it's like, what was it supposed to be? Oh, subscribe to join the circus. Okay. Did feel like a circus performance in a way, too. Because, like, if you took just the piano, like, no vocals, and you put that over, like, a high wire act, you know what I mean? Like, old school high wire act. Interesting, yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Interesting for sure. Okay. And then we're doing other things again. Look, I'm trying to get more 10-second songs on the channel because I do like what he does. I saw this one. I'm like, okay. So doing Radiohead's Creep, but in the style of Muse. I have no idea. We might skip. You know what? Because I'm running out of time. I want to watch Anthony, but I'm going to skip Corvix for tonight. Apologies, Corvix. We'll watch you next week.
Remember when I did Creep in 10 styles? A lot of you seem to want the full Muse version. I need the Muse complete version. Well, I did it. Here it is.
When you were here before, could look you in the eye. It's just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You flow like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
I wasn't sure how he was going to do it in the style of Muse. Now I get it. I'm not the biggest Muse fan. There's like one or two Muse songs that I kind of like. Couldn't tell you what the names of them are. But it's an interesting redo. Now, once he got into it, I'm like, what is he? Oh, okay. Now I hear it.
I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul.
You know what this makes me think of, especially that beginning part of the chorus there, with the way this song is rearranged, it reminds me of the Buffalo Bills scenes from Silence of the Lambs. Like, this is the song that he's like dancing to himself before he like does the stuff with the girl in the pit. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Creep into Style of Muse is now available on all streaming platforms. You can find that link directly below in the description or in the comments, wherever you're watching this. I want to thank all of my patrons, as always, for helping support me on this video and in the past few videos that I've been putting out songs on Spotify and streaming. If you're interested in supporting my Patreon and you want to see what's behind the voice...
Wow, he still has an entire minute. What? Is it just him talking? Oh, yeah, so he just keeps addressing stuff at the end. That's funny. Like, I love how he just does music video and then, like, does a minute of a podcast or something at the end. Sorry, Anthony. I got to go to bed in a minute, so I can't finish out the rest of this. But, okay, so at first I wasn't quite sure what he was going with there. Then I liked it. And then near the end, I'm just like, okay, this is its own vibe entirely. And there's, like, this huge soundscape going on in the background as he's going through the end of the song. And then I was like, is he going to do the thing? And I was just waiting, and yeah, he just goes into screeching high note at the end. I was like, yep. He definitely has the ability to just adopt a style. Like, hey, you know, Dance Monkey, do this particular song in this style. I mean, he's been doing it for years now. I think at least 10. I don't even remember when I started watching him. His channel's been around forever. So, I mean, like, he's really well-rounded in singing and playing styles. So, pretty cool. But now, of course, with the invention of AI assistants, I'm sure it can help him rearrange stuff, but he's still going to actively play the songs. So, either way, that was great. But we got to finish this up with another man singing somebody else's song. And I know for sure one of my favorite Tommy covers has been a Celine Dion song. I believe it was Power of Love. So look, I have to admit a thing. Don't judge me. I really like this song. Unironically, like this song. So I don't want Tommy to screw it up. Please don't fully Tommyfy it. Just be Celine Dion. That's all I need you to do. Just be Celine Dion. Don't over Tommyfy it, please. Also, I'm wondering how he's going to get the penny whistle solo in there. We shall see. Hold on, I'm going to see if there's anything else that he's doing crazy. Okay. Well, right off the bat, 80s metal cover. Damn it. Okay, I'm not discounting it entirely. I'm not going to discount it entirely. But that already shifted my feelings on it. Also, sorry, I know he likes putting on these little effects, but I don't think Embers was the way to go with a song that's based on the ocean. Just saying, Tommy. Steam. Mist.
Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on.
Okay, so hold on. I will do a caveat here because so far it's been really good. As long as he keeps it in like 80s metal power ballad territory and he just doesn't go ridiculous high speed synth and guitar at the end, which is what I'm scared he's going to do. It's like, this is not a super high speed song. Keep it in power ballad mode and we'll be okay.
Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Love can touch us one time.
Speeding up.
And last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you, one true time I hold you. In my life will always go on.
It's starting. See, it's like you can go powerful without going fast. I know he can do it. That's what I want him to do. But I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's just going to just start shredding like a motherfucker during a solo here in a minute. And then it's just going to be like... It's going to jump up to like 120 beats per second or per minute. Hold on, I gotta step back here. What was this? No. Right in the middle. I don't know if he lost it and had to like do the little just to get it back. It didn't sound right. I don't know what that was. I knew it was going to do it. Yeah, he's just going progressively faster as he's getting towards it. It's like, it's like, okay, I'm just going for it. Hold on, backed up a little bit. There it is, right here.
We'll stay forever.
Really? I don't know if he said I love you all or good night everyone. Couldn't tell what he mouthed there. Oh, Tommy, you were doing so good there for a minute, and then you did almost exactly what I predicted you would do. He's starting to turn into Jeff. He's becoming the one-trick Tommy. I mean, I can never discount Tommy's skill in guitar playing, arranging, and singing. Obviously, amazing musician, but it's like just do the Tommy thing. I didn't want the Tommy thing. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I just think that it's a song that needs to be a little bit more subdued in its 80 metalness. Like I said, power ballad should have been what he was going for. He went a little bit past that, like 10% past that. It's like, bring it right back, bud. I like the first half for the most part, but as soon as he started fucking with the solo, I'm just like, you don't fuck with the solo, Tommy. Too much, too fast. Didn't like it. I mean, past that point is what I'm getting at. Oh well, it's bedtime though. All right, guys. But thanks for coming and hanging out with me on this Friday stream show thing. Somebody missed. No, it's not a message. That's the hell is that? Anyway, anybody else getting a lot of spam calls lately? Like a lot. I think I'm getting upwards of 10 a day again. Either way, have a great weekend, guys, and do whatever it is you're going to do with your day. And cool weather's coming, finally. Thank God, after all this rain, we've been getting tired of it already. And next week, I'm going to try to get back on Tuesday. Hopefully, regular schedule kind of ensues. This past week was chaos. Want to get back to doing Tuesday request streams. Wednesday, we are doing Patreon again. And, of course, if you missed the Patreon call, always come back on Saturday mornings when I re-upload the actual thing that happened. We had a lot of basically just discussions, and we watched the thing about gerrymandering. It was interesting. And I forgot the other video we watched, but you'll see it tomorrow morning on the Patreon. So, either way, I'll see you guys later. And remember, as always, it doesn't have to make sense. But we listened to it tonight, apparently. All of it. And lots of things that didn't make sense. Bye, guys.